Welcome to Parent Expert Navigators, your dedicated guide to mastering the art of parenting. Let's grow together.
Welcome to A Parent with your host, Donna Marie.
I should just move out. I think it's time. Then I will be able to do whatever I want. Yes. And you will be able to pay the rent, utilities, and groceries as well. Did you know? Wait. Do you think I could stay on the family Netflix account, Mommy? Sure. Yes, of course. And I can bring you a home-cooked meal when you're tired of eating pizza for the third night in a row. Hello, expert navigators. Oh my God, those conversations with our teens. As our children get to their teenage years, we may begin to notice a shift. They start to crave more independence, seeking to make decisions for themselves and asserting their own identity. As parents, this can be both exciting and challenging. We want to support their growth and development, but we also want to ensure they're making healthy choices. So, understanding the psychology behind teen independence can help us navigate this period with confidence, building a strong, trusting relationship while helping our teens flourish. Adolescence is a time of significant brain development. The areas of the brain responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and emotional regulation are still maturing. During these years, teens are exploring who they are and how they fit into the world. Independence is a natural part of this process. As teens begin to test their boundaries, form their own opinions, and try out new behaviors. This desire for independence isn't a rejection of us as parents. Rather, it's a sign that our teens is developing their own sense of self. It's important to recognize that this process is essential for healthy emotional and psychological development. In fact, teens who are encouraged to gradually take on more responsibility tend to develop better problem-solving skills, stronger self-esteem, and healthier coping mechanisms for dealing with life's challenges, which is absolutely crucial. While independence is vital for our teens' development, it can be difficult to know how much freedom to give them, especially when they're still learning about the consequences of their actions. Research shows that the most effective approach to parenting during this stage is one that balances freedom with guidance. The goal is to empower our teens to make decisions while also providing the structure they need to stay safe and make healthy choices. One way to strike this balance is by engaging in open, honest conversations with our teens. Instead of dictating rules or offering lectures, it's best to ask questions like, what do you think about this decision? Or, How do you feel about the consequences of that choice? This invites our teens to think critically about their actions and encourages them to take ownership of their decisions. At the same time, it gives us an opportunity to offer advice when needed, showing that we respect their growing independence while still being an active part of their decision-making process. While it's important to give our teens more space, they still need boundaries, as we said. Setting clear, consistent rules is essential for their well-being. However, these boundaries should evolve as our teens mature. Teens respond better to boundaries that are negotiated rather than imposed. For example, instead of simply telling our teens when to be home, we can discuss why curfew is important. Curfew has to be clear, emphasizing safety, responsibility, and the need for balance between socializing and rest. It's also helpful to involve our teens in the process of setting rules. This fosters a sense of ownership and responsibility, and it helps them understand that we are setting boundaries not to control them, but to protect them. We might say, I trust you to make good decisions, but there are some things we need to agree on to keep you safe. Do you understand, my love? This approach helps build mutual respect and reinforces the idea that we are a partner in their growth, not an obstacle to it, which is very different. Adolescents are often driven by their emotions, and their decision-making skills are still developing. This is why it's important to guide our teens in making decisions that align with their values and long-term goals. Teens are more likely to make healthy choices when they understand the reasons behind the decision and when they feel supported by their parents. As parents, one way to encourage healthy decision-making is by helping our teens develop critical thinking skills. Ask open-ended questions that encourage them to consider the potential outcomes of their choices. For instance, if your teen is thinking about skipping school, you could ask, what might happen if you don't go to class today? Or how would you feel about the consequences later on? These kinds of questions encourage teens to think about the bigger picture and make decisions that are in their best interest. Critical thinking needs to be worked on. It's also essential to be a role model. When it comes to decision making, it's really evident. Our teen is watching how we handle our own choices. So practicing good decision making yourself can provide them with a valuable example. As our teens become more independent, it's natural for us to feel a little disconnected at times. However, staying connected with our teens is key to maintaining a strong relationship. Teens who feel close to their parents are more likely to make positive choices and have better mental health. To stay connected, it's important to make time for our teens, even if it's just a few minutes each day. Find activities that you both enjoy, whether it's watching a show together, cooking dinner, or simply talking about their day. Show interest in their lives by asking about their friends, their hobbies, and their thoughts on current events. Being present and engaged in our teens' world helps them feel supported even as they take on more independence. As much as we want our teens to succeed, they will inevitably make mistakes along the way. And that's okay. In fact, making mistakes is an important part of growing up. Failure helps teens build resilience and learn from their experiences. As a parent, it's important to create an environment where our teens feel safe enough to make mistakes and learn from them without fear of harsh or judgment or punishment. When our teens make mistakes, we should resist the urge to overreact. Instead, we can use it as an opportunity for discussion. We can ask our teens what they've learned from the experience and how they might handle things differently next time. This encourages growth and teaches them that mistakes are part of the learning process. Navigating teen independence is a journey, and while it can be challenging at times, it's also one of the most rewarding aspects of parenting. By offering a balance of freedom, guidance, and support, we can help our teens develop into responsible, confident adults. Remember, our role as parents isn't to control their independence, but to provide the tools they need to thrive on their own. By fostering a supportive, respectful relationship and guiding our teens through this period of growth, everyone emerges stronger. Teen independence is not just about letting go. It's about learning how to give them the space to grow while remaining an active, loving part of their journey. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Please like and subscribe for more insights, love, joy, and respect always. See you next time.
Become a better parent day by day with a parent.